What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Badass Coon. Anyway, coming at you with an everyday life in the world of Badass. So, alright, this is actually a response because I was on TikTok. I also have a TikTok too, so Badass Coon TikTok, look me up. Alright, so I had a comment that was like in my DMs, and they were like, "Yo, like, let me read this shit. Hold on." She said, like Maru-chan is her name. She was like, or his name, I don't know. But it was like, I'm an American person studying Japanese with a dream to live in Japan one day. But I'm curious if you were born in Japan or if you moved there at some point. And also the process. You don't even have to respond. Just a TikTok would be nice. Just very curious. I appreciate your message, Maru-chan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was not born in Japan. I'm not born in Japan. Don't ever wish I was born in Japan. I mean, I had one point where I actually did. I was like, dang, I really wish I was born in Japan, man. I could be a Japanese, speak fluently, you know what I'm saying? I'd be a Yankee, you know what I'm saying? Riding the bikes, boom, boom, and everything. No. That wasn't the case. And honestly, I'm kind of glad I was born in America because it gave me more motivation to come to Japan. So anyway, yeah, not born in Japan. I'm born in America, Detroit, Michigan. Turned up D-Town. Let's go. Brightmo. That's my city. Ooh, so I'm in my. To answer some more of your questions, would you say I moved here in 2015? Uh Originally it was to study abroad in Japan. I went to Kansai Gai Kokudaigaku, or Kansai Gai University. I love that university to the death of me. I ain't gonna hold you up. I hate the administration there. It's such a long story. I'm not even gonna get into it. But that's another time, another story for another day. Anyway, I've been to Kansai Gaida. It's the greatest school ever. But that's how I originally came. I was here for a year and a half. I studied abroad, and that was actually how I became fluent in Japanese. I got fluent in Japanese from Gaidai. I took 3 years of Japanese before I came. So I took 1 year in high school, 11th grade. I took 12th grade. They ended it, so didn't get to finish it. But I went to a community college for 2 years, took all the Japanese classes they had there. Then I transferred to a university to take Japanese full time. And then from there, after 1 year at the 4 year university, I studied abroad in Japan. So that's kind of like the process of how I did the Japanese. So coming to Japan, Gaidai was a big crazy story. I could tell you about my first day in Japan a whole different time. I got videos and stuff like that for that too. Got here, I stayed, like I said, for a year and a half, and then I went back. I didn't finish my degree when I went back because I still had like 2 more years. But I was one of those people that was just like, yo, like I don't want to go back to America and then just not come back to Japan. Like, what kind of crap is that? Like, what's the point of even studying abroad if I'm gonna just go back to America and just never come back to Japan? So every summer for 3 years, every summer, I bust my ass to get money for the tickets to get to Japan, and then I would buy that ticket hella early, and I would be in Japan every summer for 4 months straight, consecutively. 3 years consecutively. School, finish, Japan for 4 months. School, finish, Japan 4 months. Niggas was going to parties, clubbing, buying stuff, shopping, plane ticket, Japan. Like, that was me. Cause like, I don't know, man. If I'm dedicated, bro. And I didn't want nothing to ruin my ability to speak Japanese. So I kept that going. Obviously, I have Japanese cousins in the family. So that actually helped with me speaking Japanese and keeping the motivation going. So a lot of people say, oh, you did it all yourself. Well, kind of, but also had help with family and friends. But yeah, I mean, my Spanish is good too, but I'm not fluent. So, but anyway, going back to my story, my last year after I graduated from my university, which is 2018. Was it 2018? No, it's 2017, I think. 27, no, 2018, yeah. And then I went back to Japan for a year, or like 9 months, essentially. And it was just me. I was just living there trying to become a grad student. And it didn't work out. I ended up coming back to America to do grad school. And so I came back to America, did grad school for a year. I had a girlfriend at the time. We both went back to America for all of 2019. And I was there for a year. I kind of did my degree a little bit. I didn't really want to be in grad school, but I just didn't want to have a long distance relationship, to be honest with y'all. So I went back to the States for her. Long story short, the relationship didn't work out. So back in Japan, 2020, I had applied for this thing called Boston Career Forum. It's a Japanese shukatsukatsudo, or like a Japanese job hunting opportunity, and the states that you can go to, and it's in Boston, that you can go to do the same thing Japanese people do to find a job to work in Japan. And obviously you need Japanese skills. Obviously you need a Japanese resume, an English resume. On the Boston Career Forum site, this is not a promotion video. But anyway, on the Boston Career site, there's ways to put your resume in English and Japanese, stuff like that. So that's a good tip. And anyway, that's how I got my first job. So I went to the Boston Career Forum, had my little suit on, took an interview, got a job with the first person I met. Lucky me, he was at the same university, Kansai Gaidai. He was a graduate. So we kind of, kicked it off right there. And yeah, got the job, finished my year at the graduate school, and then I was able to come to Japan via my visa. But I didn't want to wait on the whole process to finish before I went over. So I decided I was already bought the ticket, right? Because as I said, I always, if I got nothing to do and I'm out of school, I'm going to Japan. So I went to Japan early because I didn't want to wait. And so I had my process and stuff like that done in Japan. With that process being done, I was full-time employee in Japan. It was great the first couple months, but it was also during Corona because it was 2020. My job didn't start till it was supposed to start in April, but it didn't really start until June 1st because of name change information. They messed up something in the process, and I had to redo it. So it took more months than it was supposed to. But anyway, I got a job, started, and it was dead as hell. Obviously, Corona was a big thing, so there was not a lot of employees. I mean, not employees, but it was not a lot of, you're right. It wasn't a lot of employees. It wasn't a lot of people coming from overseas, and it was 80% of the population in that hotel that were guests were from people overseas, but because of Corona, it dropped down to the only 20% that was Japanese people, becoming the only percent of the hotel. So we didn't really get a customer for once every 2 hours. I do not miss that. But anyway, yeah, been in Japan ever since. I've done all types of things. I'm a artist in Japan. I do rap music. I'm a dancer. So perform, I teach dance. And also I'm a model occasionally. So yeah, these are some of the things I do. How I came to Japan is pretty much in that list of things that I've mentioned. I hope that helps. And for anybody that's trying to come to Japan and probably need help, advice, tips, whatever, feel free to reach out to me. I got you on that. You know what I'm saying? I happen to be really knowledgeable in how to find jobs for people overseas. Coming to Japan is a different story. I will say that much. But being in America, trying to find a job in Japan, there's a lot of processes processes. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but there's a lot of things that you can do that might benefit you that I am really good at helping with. I helped over maybe 27-ish people work and find jobs in Japan, so I can help you. I also help people study abroad in Japan if you are a student. So yeah, feel free to reach out to me. I got all the knowledge. I don't mind spreading it, piecing it out, helping you guys do and be the best people that you can be. I love helping people follow their dreams, and if Japan is that, I got you. So anyway, I hope that helps. Maru-chan, if I'm saying your name right. Yep, Maru-chan. You know what I'm saying? I hope this video helps. If you need any more details, you know what I'm saying, just reach out to me. Anyway, it's Badans-kun. I'm out. Hope y'all learn that shit, keep that shit, remember that shit, do that shit. Y'all got this shit.